What's up? I'm Jeff Haynes from Tech Bargains, and this is the video review of the Lenovo ThinkPad Edge E530 laptop. There are plenty of laptops out there that promise both quality and performance, but they often have a high price tag attached. The Lenovo ThinkPad Edge E530 promises all of the standards that consumers are looking for, albeit at an inexpensive bottom line. This is what we thought about this portable system. The Edge E530 that we reviewed was powered by a second-generation Intel Core i5 2450M processor running at 2.5 GHz that can be boosted up to 3.1 GHz via turbo. It came with 4 GB of RAM, and it's supplemented by Intel HD Graphics 3000. The system came with a 500 GB hard drive spinning at 7200 RPM, as well as a DVD player and 720p webcam. Content was displayed on a 15.6-inch display with a native resolution of 1366 by 768. Rounding out the specs of the system were 3 USB 3.0 ports, a USB 2.0 port, VGA and HDMI ports, and a 4-in-1 multi-card reader. At first glance, this might not seem like a flashy, modern, or sleek system. In fact, it may seem a bit outdated compared to many of the other laptops on the market. It's a brushed aluminum black case that happens to be a fingerprint magnet, and the shell of the machine is sturdy enough to take a licking and keep on ticking. But on top of that is the fact that the machine gets the job done in the category of performance. It booted up quickly during sessions, handled work, web surfing, and some gaming without problems, and featured plenty of ports for extra peripherals. We found that the system didn't get too hot during long periods of use, so we could easily keep it on our lap without concerns, and keys for the machine were soft and responsive for long typing sessions. Now, for a system that isn't top of the line, we found ourselves pleasantly surprised by both the sound and the graphic quality of the E530. The speakers on both sides of the keyboard produce loud, clear sound, and we rarely had to turn the volume up very high to get a lot of sound. Visually, the viewing experience was decent. We didn't get the most vibrant colors, but we were able to watch a movie with multiple people, and everyone could see it from various angles. Now, the viewing angles were always better from head-on, but at least we didn't have to worry about glare because of the matte screen finish. We were also struck by the battery life of the E530. Lenovo claims that users should be able to get around 5.5 hours on a single charge. We found that we were easily able to get this amount of life out of the machine even after downloading files, editing documents, watching movies, and surfing the web. Finally, the laptop is incredibly affordable. It starts at $550 and it can be further customized, meaning that you don't have to break the bank for these laptops. It makes the system a great option for both families and small businesses. So what was it about the Edge E530 that didn't work well for us? Well, we weren't too thrilled by the system noise, primarily anchored by the loud system fan, which was constantly running. Now, while we thought that the system was going to take off when we put a DVD in the computer, we at least found that the constant fan reduced the operating temperature of the machine, so it never came close to overheating. The other thing we didn't like was just how outdated the system happened to be. Apart from the specs, the E530 is a hefty machine weighing in at 5.4 pounds, and it packs some pretty thick dimensions. If ease in carrying your laptop is what you're looking for, you're not really going to find it here. The Edge E530 might not be one of the sleekest machines around, and it may not have some of the features found on its competitors, but it's a very strong performing laptop that's incredibly affordable. We could easily see businesses, students, or home offices using this system to get their work done. As a result, we decided to give the Lenovo ThinkPad Edge E530 a 4 out of 5. For the latest coupons and deals on systems like the Lenovo ThinkPad Edge E530, be sure to go to techbargains.com/Lenovo. To enter our monthly giveaway, make sure you always check out techbargains.com/YouTube, and to watch our video unboxings, video reviews, and exclusive video features, be sure to go to techbargains.com/videos.